Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the show. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Does that sound good? Testing 1 2 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3. We are streaming at 1080p 60 FPS. We are streaming at 1080p 60 FPS. Let me know how everything is actually running for you guys. And let me see here. Let me see. All right, we're good. We're good. Still trying to get used to this microphone and everything. I think it sounds a lot better now. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Sounded a lot better. Smooth. We are streaming at 1080p 60 FPS. I'm going out on a limb. I actually did some internet adjustments with my internet just to make sure that the quality is actually a lot better for you guys, because that's one of the main things that I really want to do. Is every day I'm trying to, push myself, to do something different on the channel. So let's hope, because the last time we did 1080p 60, it kind of choked for a little minute, but I hope you guys are loving the quality and everything. So I really want the quality to be this way every single time I stream. So every single time I stream, I want it to be 1080p 60. I want it to be very crisp and smooth for you guys. All right, guys, so welcome to another edition of the show. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Definitely do appreciate you guys so much for the support of the channel. I do have a couple of announcements and everything like that that I wanted to share with you guys. And so now that the embargo is actually lifted on the PlayStation 5 and Miles Morales. Okay, so a lot of you guys know that I said that I was in talks with Sony to see if I could get a PS5 in for review. They said that they got me on the list for hardware consideration as well as the game. And so I was still waiting on that. But mind you, I had access to Miles Morales and everything like that. Not the actual game, but all the information about the game, like the story, all the screenshots, all of that type stuff. I already got my press information on the game. And of course, there's some other games that I've seen. And I also got some exclusive gameplay running on the PlayStation 5. So I knew about all of this type of stuff, way ahead of time. I've been looking at Miles Morales, and I couldn't really talk. I couldn't really say anything because it was on the embargo and everything like that. So just wanted to let you guys know that even though I did not receive the PS5 as of yet, I don't even know if I'm still going to be able to get it. If not, that's okay. I still have a PS5, on the back end, just ready for me and everything like that. So just make no mistake, I will definitely have the hardware and everything. Now, when it comes to reviewing of the games and such, I will be getting access to those games and such. Now, it all depends on what Sony sends me, because I'm on the list. So who knows, I might be getting Demon Souls in for review, because no reviewer right now have access to Demon Souls. So we'll see. But just know this, that if you guys see me tell you that, hey, I got a game early from Sony for XYZ, then you guys know why. Okay, but let me tell you something right now. Just reading everything about the game on my end, as far as all the fact sheet, as far as like all the information to do with the story, and just seeing all those exclusive gameplays for the game that Sony actually sent me, that was actually running on the hardware, but it was on the embargo. The footage, everything was on the embargo, so I couldn't really talk about it if I wanted to, and I was literally just blown away. And so on Twitter this morning, I literally put out a tweet and I said, hey, you know what? This game looks phenomenal. It's amazing. Definitely a launch pickup for you guys. And I was sitting on some screenshots as well. There was some brand new screenshots, but like I said, I couldn't really share much with you guys prior to this, because all the screenshots was under embargo. They were under review asset embargo, so I couldn't really share any screenshots or anything like that. So literally was sitting on tons of information regarding Miles Morales and of course Astro Playroom, but I couldn't really say anything because I have to honor the embargo. And so just wanted to kind of highlight that for you guys as well, so you guys can understand what's going on. Another bit of information that I wanted to share with you guys before we propel forward, if I can talk, is that I just received Dirt 5, and I'm excited about that. I'm really excited. And now this is for the Xbox Series X. So yes, for a lot of people who don't know, that comes out at launch for the next gen consoles, and I'm pretty sure that's the version that a lot of people really care about. So shout outs to Codemasters, they hook us up, so I will be playing that on the channel for you guys, and I think that will kind of kickstart the gameplay segment of the channel. But I will be live streaming, because I told them that I will live stream it for you guys. So I'll do a live review of the game, right? So you guys will get a live review of Dirt 5, whichever mode you want me to try out, the 1440p mode, you want me to try out the dynamic 4K, whatever modes you guys want me to try out, I'll have a Series X. Because one of the crazy part is that I was kind of on the fence earlier today, because a lot of you guys know that the medium was actually canceled, right? Not canceled, but delayed. I should say delayed until next year. And I was like, dang, there's really nothing like exclusive to play on the system. I'm like, dang, but I can't get rid of my Series X, because like I said, when I get put into this type of situation where I have to review set game and they don't have the PS5 version when it comes to third party, I got to make sure that I have the hardware, you know, so that I can review the game. So yeah, see, you guys have it easy. A lot of you guys have it easy. Y'all, some of y'all can cancel y'all pre-orders and everything like that and wait till like next year or year after that, when games are starting to roll out for the Series X. I can't do that because I'm an influencer, so I have to make sure that I have the hardware ready to go. So whenever you know, these publishers, whenever these companies send me games or something early, I can actually talk about it. I can actually live stream it, because Codemasters, they know that I'm a streamer. So they said for me to go ahead and stream the game, you know, let people feel it out. So I will be getting the Series X. I will have it on deck. Of course, you guys know that I'm on I'm in with Microsoft. I can't talk today. I'm in with Microsoft. And they literally didn't have any more systems to go around, and especially it's being close to launch. So the good part is I'll be on their list to receive games and such like that in the future. So that's really cool. Or any future announcements, they'll work with me. So that's really cool. So that's going to help the channel to grow. That's going to give you guys sort of like a better, I would say, like icing on the cake as far as both consoles go. So yeah, I have Dirt 5 for the next gen you know, series consoles. And I think it's for the Series X, if I'm not mistaken. So when I have the Series X, I will be playing that. So at least I can put the Series X to some good use and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. Literally just got the email and everything that we were approved, and they selected us to review and talk about the game. So definitely hype, definitely excited about that. All right. So with that being said, make sure you guys hit the like button as well. Definitely do appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much. Yes, that is some brilliant news. We got Dirt 5 for the Series X, so in for review. So I will have a live stream for you guys for the game and such. So it's gonna be lit. It's definitely gonna be lit. Okay, so appreciate you guys. Thank y'all so much for believing in me and for supporting the channel. Okay. All right, so with that being said, guys, we're going to be talking about the PlayStation 5, and I think that this is definitely very exciting, to say the least. I mean, I know a lot of people, like I said, I knew when the embargo was going to lift, but I couldn't talk about it. Obviously not. One thing I'm not going to do is break embargo or break the rules or anything like that. I am genuinely not going to do that at all. So like I said, I already knew about when the embargo was going to be lifted for the PS5, when the you know, people was going to be talking about the you know, Miles Morales, all that type of stuff. But like I said, I couldn't talk about it. I can't tell you guys when the embargo is going to get lifted, because I'm gonna get in trouble for it. So again, amazing stuff. We got a lot of stuff to go over today when it comes to the PlayStation 5 and the whole shebang with the reviews. And The console war nonsense needs to stop, because you have people sitting here doing all different type of comparisons. Oh, this old game looks better than this one. And it's like, who freaking cares? What it really boils down to is that a lot of these games that people are comparing the PS5 and the Series X version to, it's not patched. A lot of this stuff is not patched. It's just running raw off the system, and people are already whining and complaining. Oh, and then they start talking about the load times, and it's like, seriously, we starting this console war nonsense all over again. At the end of the freaking day, a lot of these older games are not optimized for either the PS5 or the Series X. So people just need to calm down. Okay, like seriously, it's not even that freaking serious. But we're going to talk about the PS5 reviews, you know, both positive and negative. We're also going to be talking about Miles Morales as well. We're going to talk about the Medium being delayed. That's a Xbox Series X and S and PC time exclusive, and it got delayed till next year. So we're going to be talking about that as well. We're also going to be talking about PT that was supposedly playable for a short instant, and then it's unplayable. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to be talking about the PS5 backwards compatible load times versus the Series X load times as well, because I know a lot of people are literally concerned about that. So we're going to talk about it as a community. And we're also going to be talking about Walmart as well. So we're going to be talking about Walmart, and I got some information from Walmart, and yeah, so we got you guys covered when it comes to launch and everything like that. So I think it's some information that I think a lot of people would want to pay attention to. So we're going to talk about that as well. Let me see what else. And we're going to be talking about the Series X reviews and stuff like that. I didn't get to fully cover that yesterday, but we're going to talk about the Series X and S reviews and everything that everybody's been saying, and a host of other really cool stuff. So I do have a jam-packed show for you guys and girls today. All right, so let's go ahead and tackle these super chats, and then we're going to go ahead and get right off into it. Let me know how the stream is actually running. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to push myself to give you guys better quality content, and I'm sorry if I was streaming at 720p 60. I'm just trying. So please, I'm praying to God that everything, you know, keeps up and everything is cool. Okay, so KC Lion Squad says, I'm officially married to the woman I love dearly. 2020 has been a rough year for many. With God in my heart, I have been blessed. Let's all make 2021 great. Hey, congrats on the marriage, KC Lion. Hope all is well. Wish you all the God's success and best wishes and everything. I really do appreciate you. You just freshly married and you're here. That just shows your loyalty. So appreciate that, man. Enjoy your wife. Hope all is well, man. And you guys, you know, marriage will last forever. Okay. Thank you so much for the support, KC. All right, so Will with the 5 says, hey Marlon, any news on if Amazon will have any PS5s? They have been quiet about it. Also, what type of games are you into? I'm into everything, man. I'm literally into everything. So I play pretty much everything for the most part. I can just go ahead and unpin this comment and everything like that right now. So I can go ahead, unpin that comment for you guys. And yeah, so I just literally wanted to kind of dissect that with you guys really quickly before we go ahead and get started. Make sure you guys hit the like button as well. Dr. Stump with the $5 says, sup dog, PS5 and all games just got charged and preparing to ship from PlayStation Direct. Let's go. So they charged you. Let me see in the chat right now how many of you guys your PS5 is getting ready to ship and everything. I know my face is kind of bright. Holy freaking cow. Face is kind of bright. Hold on. I don't know why my face is my face too bright. Let me know if my face too bright. I don't think it is. It just kind of all depends. I think, well, hold on. It's just a slightly bright. So let me kind of change this just a bit. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's perfect. That's perfect. All right. So with that being said, it seems like everything is good with the stream so far. Hopefully everything is good. We got another $5 here from Jason with the 5. He says, I won a PS5 from the Burger King contest yesterday. What? So you won a Burger King PS5? Dude, I'm so happy for you. Anybody who won a PS5 from Burger King, let me know on Twitter. Tag me with the sweepstakes. You can block out some of the information that's to do with, you know, the Burger King winnings, but that's cool, man. That's cool. I didn't even know they still had the Burger King situation going on. Jazz with the $5 donation says, fairly new to the channel. Your energy is great. Any word on when Walmart will start charging? I'm getting anxious. Keep it up, bro. Actually, we're going to talk about Walmart as well. I got some information, you know, from Walmart internally on what's going on. And yeah, it's kind of weird because I know a lot of people is still waiting on like shipping updates. Like they want to make sure that their stuff is going to be shipped out on time and things of that nature. Nothing to that extent as of yet, but I do have some like preparation stuff that they're actually doing for the launch of both the consoles and everything like that. And I think it's going to be very, very interesting to say the least for a lot of you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right off into the reviews for the PS5. We're going to go over this. Yang Young with the $5 says, yo, what's up, M? Hashtag PS5. Thank you so much, Young. Thank you so much. I appreciate that $5, man. I'm out here. We're chilling. We got a review code in for Dirt 5. So just waiting for the system to come in so that I can do a live stream for you guys on that and, you know, do a live review. Anything you guys want me to do. This is going to be the next gen version of Dirt 5, not the current gen version, but the next gen version. So shout out to Codemasters. We going places, guys. We going places. So appreciate you guys on that front. Okay. All right, so we got a lot to cover here, guys. And of course, we're going to be going over the PS5 reviews, okay? And yeah, finally, I think a lot of people really wanted to see all the reviews and they wanted to learn more about the PS5 UI, and they were just so anxious after the Series X reviews went up and everything like that on the 5th. They were like, hey, man, I really want to know what's going on with the PlayStation 5. And literally so far, I can say that it's a lot of good and minor bad stuff here and there. Nothing major or anything like that, but it's majority good stuff, like really, really, really good stuff that I'm actually hearing. And so let's kind of go ahead and kind of take a look at some of this stuff here. So basically, we have The Verge. Okay, they basically stated that a big confident step into next gen. That's what they basically said. A big confident into next gen. And also VentureBeat, shout outs to Jeff Grubb from GamesBeat, VentureBeat. He says making gaming console exciting again. And then we have Game Informer, A-. So Game Informer gave the PS5 a A-. And TheGuardian.com said a futuristic and a novel. Futuristic and a novel. That's what they said about the PlayStation 5. And those are some of the main highlight reels from some of the reviews and everything like that. Some of them are a little bit more in depth. So we're going to be going over that as well. Vincent, thank you so much for the 1500. I don't know what that is. Israel currency says, does Spider-Man Miles Morales at 1080p, not 4K with ray tracing, run at 30 or 60? I don't know about 1080p. I don't know about that. It has two different modes, 4K 60 and 4K 30. Okay, so I don't know about 1080p unless that's the PS4 version. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that one at all. We're also going to be talking about Jason Schreier here, and let me go ahead and transition for you guys. So this is what Jason Schreier have to literally say. He basically said that PS5 review, okay, faster loads and 60 FPS are great, but the real winner, is the controller. The most impressive part of next gen so far. There is more to play on PS5 than there is on Xbox. Don't miss bug snacks, but you can get nearly all of it on PS4. And so, you know, like I said, there's a couple mixed bag things here and there that people are saying that some people are saying that the PS5 is not really ready yet, and it just have one true next generation game. And I mean, like I said, there's a lot of mixed bag things here and there, but overall, like I said, a lot of positive feedback. And look what IGN did. I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. Like I said, everybody can agree to disagree, but hey, look at this right here. So IGN, I don't know what's going on with my computer. It seems as though like it took away my transitions and everything like that, but it's okay. I don't know if you guys can actually see the screen again, but anyways, computer acting up. So IGN, this is what IGN said. They gave the PS5 a 8. And I think they gave the Series X an 8 as well. They said that the PS5 well-considered UI and blistering quick load times make it a pleasure to use, but it's the DualSense that leaves another controller's feeling primitive in comparison. So yeah, that's very, very interesting. Okay, they talked about the UI. They said that the UI is blistering quick, and they talk about the load times, and they talk about the pleasure to use the console and the feeling of the DualSense. Okay, that's fair. All right, and then now here's the interesting part of it. Say, hey Marlon, my PS5 is safe and ready for 11/12. That's lit, man. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm literally happy about that. I'm literally happy about that. Yang Young, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome aboard to the nation. Make sure you click that notification bell on all when you subscribe, and also check out our community tab where you'll find access to our private Discord as well as my PSN ID. Great timing, man, because we're going to be playing the PS5. It's going to be a lot of fun time with sponsors. Also, I'll be giving away a free copy of Miles Morales to one sponsor. Okay, because only one copy I have to give away of Miles Morales. So thank you so much for the support. Enjoy your emotes. Remember, go to the community tab. You'll find access to private Discord, PSN ID. Add me on there. Thank you so much. Randall Whitehead with the 5 says, Marlon, I used the dual on PC with Destiny. The vibrations was next level. It even worked with Metal Gear Rising True 4D vibration. Wow, that's lit, bro. That's lit. Says Best Buy sending out Xbox. My Series X got shipped today. Yeah, that's what I was actually hearing. I was actually hearing that right now. So hopefully some of you guys get y'all systems early. I do have mine set to pick up at store. So, you know, we'll see. Yang Young with the 5 says, man, you know, I had to sponsor up. Blessings. Hey, gifts, blessings. Thank you guys so much for the support. Make sure you guys hit that like button as well. And so with that being said, IGN pretty much said that, you know, the UI is blistering quick, the load times make it a pleasure to use, and the DualSense is like basically next level. But listen to this, and this is where I kind of have to disagree with IGN on this front. They said, with a launch lineup dominated by games that are also available on PS4, the PS5 doesn't quite land as a knockout punch yet, but it's definitely got the power and speed to be a real contender. Okay, I agree with some parts. Yeah, the power and the speed, but to say that it does not pack the punch yet, I mean, come on, man. Look how much options you have. As a gamer, if you're not into Souls, you got Spider-Man Miles Morales. If you're not into that, you got Sackboy. You know what I'm saying? Like you have different, you have Demon Souls. You have so many different options. You know what I'm saying? At least there's games to play on the hardware. Like I said, every generation, there's going to be some sort of cross-gen games and everything like that. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, to say that, I mean, that's crazy. But like I said before, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Knights 50 with the $3 says, so much fire last night. Let's go, Knights. Thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate you for coming through, man. I know you're a busy man, so thank you so much. Blair with the $2 says, had my 1-year-old was bobbing her head to the intro beat. Hey, Blair, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's why I play the intro beat, because a lot of people love the intro beat. So what do you guys think about, you know, what IGN is literally saying, because you got Spider-Man, you got Demon Souls, you got Bugsnax. I mean, you got Sackboy, you got Godfall. I keep forgetting about Godfall. You got so many freaking games to play. So many freaking games to play. So for them to say, oh, it does not pack a punch and everything like that, and what's available on PlayStation 4 is, I mean, what's available on PS5 is available on PS4. No. Demon Souls is not available on PS4. You see what I'm saying? Like there's just certain things, and then the whole experience from the DualSense. The whole experience from the DualSense is, you can't get that anywhere else. You can't experience that. It's one of a kind. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, you got some good reviews and you got some bad reviews. And shout outs to Dave 2D. Another thing, I really trust Dave 2D and his reviews and everything. And literally, oh, I'll check Twitter in just a second. Now, literally, let me say this right now. When I was watching his review, of course, he customized the PlayStation 5. I don't know if a lot of you guys saw my tweet, but he literally spray painted the PS5, put the Spider-Man sticker on the PS5, and it looked really, really nice. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the possibilities are going to be endless to what Sony is going to be able to do with the PlayStation 5 and everything as far as from a customization standpoint. And basically, he said that the haptics and the adaptive triggers with Miles Morales really did not sit well with him. Maybe because the game was not developed directly for the PS5. Still is impressive, but he said that it was kind of missing that true, you know, like DualSense built from the ground up type feel, if that makes any sense. Like it didn't really take full advantage of the haptics. It didn't really take full advantage, you know, of the adaptive triggers or every single thing that the DualSense has to offer. But other than that, he was like saying that he was blown away by the PS5, the speed of the PS5, the load times, you know, from a cold booth all the way up to the actual UI was very, very fast. He was talking about the ray tracing on and ray tracing off. Like with ray tracing off, it literally looks like the reflections looks like it's literally copied and paste, but when it's actually on, you can actually see the difference, right? So he was just talking about different things, but overall a very good review. He was very positive with the review as well. And so Cloud Life Gaming says, my GameStop has first and second wave for pre-order upstate New York. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. Let's go. $150? Are you kidding me? Bro. Yo. Oh my, look, man, look here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jose. Seriously. My man just dropped $150, bro. Thank you so much for the generous donation, man. Hey, look, we got to get you a tactical nuke real quick. Get my man a tactical nuke. Just get my man a tactical nuke real quick, man. Look, thank you so much, man. Seriously. Wow, you guys are insane. You guys are insane. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love. I ain't nobody special, man. I'm just regular like y'all, man. I appreciate the love though. Seriously. Thank you so much, Jose. God bless your store basket. God bless you. Thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. If you're brand new to the channel, click that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, hit that like button as well. Definitely do appreciate y'all. It says, look at Twitter. Okay, let me look at Twitter real quick. Let's see what some of you guys are saying, because like I said before, a lot of mixed bag things here and there about the PS5, but overall, it was really, really good. It says, what happens when you turn on the PS5? I think that's a video there. Let's see here. Maybe that's what you're trying to get my attention to. I'll definitely take a look at that. Don't worry on that front. But that's what IGN said. That's what Dave 2D said on that front. And then we mentioned all the other ones. Now, here is another thing that IGN literally pointed out about the PS5. They said that the PS5 doesn't have interchangeable themes right now, which, like I said before, Sony did say when they showed off the UI that they were going to be giving us like updates on the UI, like the UI itself is not fully updated yet until launch. So I'm pretty sure this is something that they can iron out the kinks on and everything like that, which not having, you know, interchangeable themes or dynamic themes is really not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not going to affect the way how the console performs, but they literally pointing that out. So I don't know if that's a big deal for a lot of you guys out the gate, but they're saying like you can't change the themes, interchangeable themes right now. And so that's like quote unquote a big deal. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, of course they can fix that. I'm pretty sure they can update it and fix it, but it's nothing to really kind of highlight. And I think that's probably one of the main reasons why they gave the PS5 an 8, because, you know, obviously there's other issues with the PS5. Make no mistake, it's not perfect, you know. But another thing I really want to point out to people is that at least you have games to play. At least you have a variety of games to choose from. So it's really not necessarily a bad thing. Now, listen to this whole thing as far as temperatures. And so the main escape route for heat, the whole rear of the unit is basically a big vent, and temperatures hit around 50 Celsius max here. Generally, the hottest point in the thermal photography comes in at 57 Celsius on the LAN port. So it's kind of interesting that the LAN port itself actually gets hot. But I think that's just the nature of the metal conducting heat and not anything to worry about. So once again, not really generally a big deal here, but the PS5 is larger than the Series X. Of course, we already know that, but it's also cooler. So it's kind of crazy. The PS5 is larger than the Series X, but it's also cooler than the Series X. That is a huge plus. This is what we want as consumers. And make no mistake, in my own opinion, the PS5 is definitely a true generational leap over the PS4, over the previous generations of PlayStation consoles. Make no mistake with that. Sony did a great job, especially with the cooling, especially with the fan, because some things that I was actually hearing, even with the system running as far as digital games or just on idle, you can't even hear the system running. And that's a huge improvement when it comes to the fan, when it comes to the cooling over the PlayStation 4 Pro. That was one of the big drawbacks for a lot of people with the PS4 Pro, is that the fans ramp up really, really, really high. Sounds like a jet engine getting ready to take off. Whereas with the PS5, it runs so much more cooler, and the fan, you can't even hear the fan. I'm hearing some people saying that when they ramp up, you know, certain like graphical intense stuff like Miles Morales, and when they were playing Miles Morales, you barely can hear the fan ramping up. Literally barely can hear it. Especially when playing Astro's Playroom, you can literally barely hear the fan, you know. So that's something that I think is very interesting, to say the least, that the system really stays cool under heavy load, and it stays cool when playing digital games. I don't know if this was like PS4 games. I think it was like PS5 digital stuff, or maybe it could be PS4 digital stuff. But the fact of the matter is, the system is definitely a true successor when it comes to the cooling portion of it. And this is good. This is some really, really good news, because I know this is like sort of like a main concern for a lot of people. And so thank you so much for that €5 here. It says PS3 games in PlayStation Store that work on PS4 will play on PS5. Interesting. You know, this is one of the biggest things that I think for a lot of people right now, is that they're so worried about how the old games run. And let me tell you something right now. We're going to get into that in just a few, but you guys are going to literally be blown away. Just in case if you don't know, you're going to be blown away. All right. But yeah, this is really, really good to know that the system actually runs cool. It stays really, really cool under load. When it's just in idle, you barely can hear the fan. Huge improvements. And trust me, Sony was not kidding. Shout out to Mark Cerny. Sony was not kidding when they said that they were spending lavishly on the PS5 cooling. And so yeah, there it is. They spent a lot of money on that on the coolant, a liquid metal with that huge mammoth of a heat sink, with that huge 120 millimeter fan. I mean, it's freaking bananas right now. So I hope a lot of people are happy to hear those results. Now, also, when it comes to storage, okay, now we already know one drawback to the PS5, okay, and the Series X have an upper hand when it comes to external storage, is that you won't be able to expand the storage and everything like that inside of the PS5. And I know Sony said, Mark Cerny said, after launch they will put out the compatibility list, and I think some people already said that they put like a NVMe Gen 4 in there and it actually works. But that's kind of surprising. But you're only having about 667 free space there, and so use that wisely. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. Save that for your PS5 games, okay? Play your PS4 games on an external hard drive. I'm just going to tell you that right now. That's going to be your best bet. You don't want to have anything on that internal storage. You're only going to have 667 gigabytes. So make it work. Let that sink in. 667. And that's what the rumors have been saying when it comes to internal storage. So the rest is taken up by the operating system. So just want people to kind of know that out the gate, you're only getting 667. And most of the next generation games, the good part is that you'll be able to install portions of the game, just like what we used to do back in the day, right? Where you can install the multiplayer first, or if you don't want the single player, you can uninstall the single player, keep the multiplayer, vice versa, and whatnot. So that's kind of really cool to kind of minimize the amount of storage that's going to be taken up by the games and everything. And so this is very good to know that, you know, you can actually, some of the save files are going to be compressed and everything as far as like the games. So you're going to be fine. It's not really that big of a deal. But hey, Sony needs to hurry up and put out that list so that a lot of people will be happy. Okay. And so it's really not that really huge of a deal. I know for some people they're saying that this is a huge bottleneck, but it's really not that huge of a deal. Yes, it should be there, but hey, it is what it is. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about here, this is from PSU, and they had a hardware review as well, and they pretty much said some really amazing stuff. They're saying that this is hands down the best, you know, console that Sony has ever made, and they were talking about the hardware and how the system actually runs really cool, and the fans don't really ramp up like that, and just literally the best position to place the PlayStation 5 is literally horizontally and not vertically. And so it's just, I don't know, it just kind of all depends. I guess that's just a preference thing for a lot of people. Me, yeah, it's vertical for me, not horizontally for me. It just kind of all depends on your preference, but the system is going to work fine regardless of if you lay it down or you stand it up. It doesn't matter. That's just literally, you know, what you would want to do, like as far as your preference and everything like that. But great job on the noise levels apparently, and the fan operation, and the cooling system is definitely extraordinary. They say that it was very quiet for the most part when playing games and everything like that. And also, like I said, you can play your PS4 game. So if I were you guys, I will get an external SSD, get like the T5 or the T7 Samsung, and literally just load that thing up with a lot of PS4 games and just hook it up to your PS5. Play your PS4 games directly off of your external hard drive and leave that space for the PS5 games. Leave that internal storage space for your PS5 games. Play your PS4 games off of your external hard drive. That's going to be your best bet. Okay. And you know, because it's backward compatible games, right? So you're going to be fine on that particular front. Now, so they talked about, of course, the DVD, Blu-ray drive, the UHD and all of that. And when it comes down to playing movies on it, everything was running good. Audio was fine, no problems there at all, which that's expected. You know, that's going to be very good stuff. They also talked about Astro's Playroom, on how you can feel every step in the DualSense controller. When you're walking in the sand, you can feel everything. The haptics is just literally amazing. The adaptive triggers is literally amazing. So that's pretty good. They said that the PS5 UI is just fresh. It's different. It's definitely a refreshing sight to see over the PlayStation 4, which was really kind of sluggish, and the PS4 kind of slowed down a lot. So that's really good to actually hear that. A lot of people is loving the UI, loving the activities, loving everything, you know, about the user experience. So that's really good to really point out. And just the accessibility of the system, you know, like how to get into the menus, and they liked how you can actually turn down the intensity level when it comes to the DualSense. So if you really don't want to feel that heavy feedback, you can lower that. And another thing too that I wanted to point out is that the DualSense controller battery is slightly better. It's slightly better. Even though it have a bigger battery inside of the DualSense, it's slightly better than the DualShock 4. And here's why. Because of all the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers and the 3D audio and all this really cool tech that's built inside of the DualSense, yeah, it takes a little bit of toll on the battery. But the cool part is you can turn off some of the stuff in the settings to kind of preserve the battery. So some people are saying, you know, on a full like playthrough, they're getting like maybe 4 to 5 hours on the DualSense controller and everything like that. And it's just because of, you know, the haptics and everything like that. It drains the battery a little bit more when the DualSense is under full load. Yeah, it's going to definitely drain the battery. And I mean, that's expected because the motors are moving, everything is moving inside the DualSense. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of battery there. So they're saying that it's slightly better. The battery is slightly better than the DualShock 4. And you know what? I'll take slightly better than worse. At least, you know, we can get at least an hour or two more max. That's what I heard a lot of people were saying, an hour or two max on battery and everything like that. So that's actually pretty cool, to say the least. I know some people was probably thinking, well, maybe 5 hours more or something like that. But when you build in that type of technology inside of the DualSense controller, you know, that's literally what you have to, you know, sort of deal with there as far as that is concerned. But hey, that's kind of a very nice touch. And so that's really cool. And we also went over the game presets and everything like that, how you can actually go inside, you can change up everything. It's just, it's really cool. It's really cool what Sony did with a lot of the user experience. It says, drop some fresh news. Hey, drop you some fresh news. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate the love and the support. Thank you so much, man. It says Alexa, a skill for PS5, will be available shortly after launch. Can't. Oh, really? Really? Alexa? Really? So Alexa for PS5 is coming? Oh, wow. Really? I wonder how they're going to integrate that, though. How they're going to integrate that with the PS5. Hopefully it's true. We'll see what happens on that front. Hey, King Mo, what's going on? So just so I understand, you're saying Alexa is coming to PS5. That would be crazy though. Now, because you know what? I think Alexa is a little bit more reliable than Siri. Siri be just bugging, man. Siri just really be bugging. But hey, it says Alexa go off. It says, does the DualSense charge fast? Yes, the DualSense charge fast because of the USB-C and everything like that. So, you know, USB-C, you know, speeds are going to be so much faster than traditional USB. So yeah, it definitely charge fast. Let's see here. I know, right? Well, this actually kind of makes somewhat of a sense because with Game Help, I was hearing something like this pertaining to the patents and everything that we've been hearing about. And this actually makes sense, right? Where you can talk to the PS5 and say, hey, PS5, I'm stuck playing Demon Souls. I'm on level 9 trying to beat so-and-so boss, whatever. and the PS5 will prompt on the screen and sort of like tell you how to actually beat that boss, or it will give you sort of like a picture-in-picture mode, like what they show off with the UI, and it will show up like a video on how to actually beat that boss. So maybe on that type of stuff, like you could talk to the PS5, the PS5 can talk back to you type thing, maybe something like that, but we'll see. Andrew with the $2 says, any news on your PS5 headset, Marlon? Yes. When it comes to my PS5 headset, they said that they were coming in today, so I can expect that to arrive really, really soon. So I'm very excited about that. I'm thinking about maybe holding off with my headset and unbox everything for you guys with the charging station, because those are the other two accessories that I didn't receive, but they have it sitting at the store, the charging station, but not the the Pulse 3D headset. So yeah, so there you guys go on that front. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead here and continue on, and this is something that is very, very interesting to say the least. So another thing that was literally highlighted was the share and create button. And I know a lot of people really want to know what the heck is going on with the actual create button here. And so basically you can actually manually record resolution, right? So you can go in there, you can change it up if you want to record in 4K, you can include your mic audio, you can include party audio as well. So that's actually pretty cool. And it said that the PS5's media sharing function, now called Create, provides a wider suite of options for button content creators to get stuck with. And so this is really good. This is really good. So you can manually change what you want to record and everything like that. Like I said, a true next generational leap over the PlayStation 4 and the Pro here. And so we do have a slight image that I wanted to share. Let me see if it would allow me to share. So there we go, guys. It allowed me to transition over here. So as you guys can see, Miles Morales, it says screenshot type, manual recording resolution, include your mic's audio, include party audio as well. And I thought that that was very legendary, to say the least. Now with the PS5's create functionality, content creators can opt to choose between JPEG and PNG. So this is pretty cool for like screenshot file types. Now the PS5 can now capture at a native 4K, and a massive step up from the 1080p capture. So that is brilliant, to say the least, for a lot of people, knowing that the PlayStation 5 can now capture at 4K, at native 4K. So that is really good. And this is why I tell people are just not giving the PS5 enough credit, because they're saying all the other negative things, but this is good. As far as a user experience, this is leaps and bounds ahead of the PS4. So now you can capture at native 4K on the PlayStation 5. Now, remind you, when it comes to screenshots and everything, you have two particular screenshots. So you do have your PNG file format for your screenshots, and you do have your JPEG. And those are typically the two main ones when it comes to taking like pictures and all that type of stuff. So this is pretty cool. So yeah, bear that in mind. Native 4K when you're capturing on footage on your PlayStation 5. And also, they're saying that exporting media also exists. So screenshots and videos can be exported to Twitter, while previously recorded videos and live broadcasts could be uploaded to both Twitch and YouTube, depending on your preference. So that's cool. So you can export your screenshots to Twitter, while previously recorded videos and live streams could be uploaded. So if you recorded a live stream, or if you recorded a video or whatnot of your gameplay and everything, you could literally share that raw footage directly to YouTube. And I think this is another really cool parts about the PS5, is that with that share factory and everything, the new Share Factory with all the different new tools and everything like that, you can literally record everything. That's why I say you don't necessarily need a computer. If you're just somebody that just can't afford a rig and your main bread and butter is just content creation, then all you need is just a PS5. If you're just not caring about all the bells and whistles, because you can buy an iPad, you can buy other really cool stuff. If you're not just a PC gamer, all you really need is just a PS5 and you're good to go. Same thing with me. When I first started out streaming, all I really needed was my PlayStation 4 because I could literally edit, I could literally share stuff, and I could literally stream from my PlayStation 4. And so I'm looking to do the same thing on the PlayStation 5. It's just that now you can share your photos like you can always do, but you have a little bit much more options. You can go in there manually, change the resolution on what you want to record, and you can also share your recordings of your streams and also your video. So you can listen to this. So you can literally do this, right? You can edit in Share Factory. Once you edit in Share Factory, then you finish up everything. You add your audio, you add your commentary. Let's say you're doing a review, right? You do it in Share Factory, and then you tweet about it on Twitter, like a thumbnail or something like that, and then you upload the rest to YouTube. Boom. You don't necessarily need a rig. You don't necessarily need a computer. So that's what I'm saying. These consoles are getting more and more like a PC now. But literally, that's what it is. The PS5 and the Series X are just beefed up super PC consoles. That's literally what they are, right? So this is kind of really, really cool that Sony literally stepped up their games. And, you know, one of the really cool thing, I wanted to see how the live broadcast, like when you stream from the actual console, I'm hoping that they will change, you know, the UI settings, you know, on how everything looks and everything, give the user just a little bit much more customizable features and everything like that. See, Hendo with the 5 says, has anyone talked about how long it takes to install games on PS5? Because man, it's horrendous on PS4. Also 4 days away from next gen. Hey, let's go. See, Hendo. Hey man, look, I got the I have my Series X coming, so don't worry on that. Also, we received Dirt 5 for review as well, so I will be reviewing that on the Series X for everybody. I will be live streaming the game on the Series X to kind of show people how the Series X version looks. Okay, so bear that in mind as well. Thank you so much, C Hendo, for that $5. Hey, Mr. Motive with the $20 says, what are the bad things about the PS5? Oh, so you're tired of hearing good stuff, you want to hear the bad stuff. Okay, all right, so I wanted to just kind of highlight all this really, really positive things, but never mind, we'll get back to the positive stuff. So the bad stuff. Okay, so PS5 games cannot be stored on external hard drives. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised, okay? Because the games are built from the ground up to take advantage of the PlayStation 5's SSD, to take advantage of the IO throughput, to take advantage. It's like if you take away the SSD, if you take away the IO throughput and all of that type of stuff, then you take away basically almost the brain of the system, like all the new capabilities of the system. And so that's one of the drawbacks, is that you cannot store PS5 games. So I know some people are going to try to literally try to transfer certain things over to try to conserve on space, because they're waiting on Sony to give them the compatibility list of SSDs that's going to be capable of the PlayStation 5's hardware. But yes, you cannot store PS5 games on an external hard drive. You can only store PS4 games on the external hard drive and play them off of the external hard drive on your PS5. So you can do the total opposite. Okay. That's an L, like for some people saying it's an L. Yeah, that's a drawback for some people. So you won't be able to do that. Okay. Another thing that I really wanted to kind of highlight for you guys as well, and I think a lot of people is probably going to be upset by this. So fresh off the press, PS5 save files can only be backed up to the PlayStation Plus cloud storage. So yeah, literally, if you do not, this is nothing new, but they're highlighting this. So yeah, I guess you can take points off of this because they literally just take points off of this. So if you are not subscribed to PlayStation Plus, then you will lose your save files. So that's another thing for a lot of people who don't know. Okay, if you don't have PlayStation Plus, right, your backed up save files, right, that's in the cloud. If you don't have PlayStation Plus, you lose that. Another thing, again, that a lot of people are saying that this is a major L. Like I said, the system is not perfect. Okay, it's not all unicorns and rainbow. We already know that the PS5 does not support native 1440p. Okay, so even if you hook up the PS5 to a 1440p monitor, it's literally going to downscale to 1080p. Okay, it's going to downscale to 1080p. It's either 1080p or 4K, basically, because a lot of their TVs and everything like that is what, 1080p, 4K, right? At least for the newer TVs, it's 4K. So Sony is trying to make sure that they market their TVs around the PS5. So that's one of the main reasons why that's the case, but I'm pretty sure they can literally update it as well. Another thing, so you got the no 1440p support. You got your PS5 save files can be backed up to PlayStation Plus, but if you don't have it, you will lose the storage. Also, no expansion storage. You can't expand the storage at launch. So that's another points taken off there. Okay, PS5 won't have backwards compatibility 3, 2, and 1, which a lot of people kind of they're really kind of at peace with it right now, that, you know, there's not full backwards compatibility. But trust me, full backwards compatibility via the cloud is coming. Sony will be crazy not to allow people to play. Trust me, PlayStation Now is going to get revitalized for PlayStation 5. Okay, so trust and believe. They already updated their server blades and everything like that, just like with what Microsoft is doing. They'll be insane not to allow people to have a much more seamless and better experience on the PlayStation 5 when it comes to backwards compatibility games via the cloud. Okay, so that's another thing. Off the rip, you can't just pop in a PS1, PS2, and PS3 game inside your PS5 and think it's going to work. Not going to happen. Okay, also, we already know 667 gigabyte of storage, of internal storage, and it's not upgradable. Okay, so that's also another L for a lot of people, right? And so here is another thing. Unlike the Series X, you cannot store PS5 games on an external SSD. Okay, so you can't do that. All right. Another thing is that the PS5 DualSense, the battery lasts 2 hours with Astro Playroom. That is insane. So yeah, that's crazy. 2 hours. And then also another thing that we were actually hearing too is that the D-pad, the D-pad for the PS5 does not feel new. They're saying that the D-pad for the PS5 does not feel new at all. They say that it feels like the DualShock 4, which I didn't have a problem with the DualShock 4 D-pad any which way. So it's really not that much big of a deal to me that the D-pads and everything feels similar to the DualShock 4. And mind you, I hold the DualShock 4. This feels a little bit much more firm and everything like that. But they're saying that it only lasts 2 hours, which I find very hard to believe, because I know like some people were saying that the battery lasts for like 4 hours. I guess it just depends on, you know, your play style and everything. But yeah, this one reviewer is saying 2 hours. So that's a lot of L's. That's a lot of L's for a lot of people. No 1440p native support, no full backwards compatibility, no storage expansion. Your PS5 save files can only be backed up to the PlayStation Plus cloud storage. You can't back them up on a SSD. You can't do none of that type of stuff. And of course, the limited storage, which is only 600 and change, which is less than the Series X, with what the Series X have to offer. So for some people, this is a major L. You can't play PS5 games on a external hard drive, SSD and everything. So yeah, like I said, the system is not perfect. It's not perfect. But overall, on the surface, it's definitely a true generational leap over the PS4. I mean, if you can go past all of this negative stuff, you got a perfect console. You literally got a perfect, if you can just bypass all of this and you're like, you know what, man, I don't even care about this, fine. But if this stuff bothers you, then I guess it might bother your purchase. But you really got to focus on the games, because all of this type of stuff Sony can fix, especially when it comes to the storage. All they got to do is just drop the list of compatible stuff and boom, there you go. It's right there in your face. You know, you're ready to pop off. But I think for some people, this could potentially be a deal breaker for them. Now, D Stump with the 5 says, Young, yeah, just tweeted about the battery, 4 hours and 36 minutes on Miles, then an hour and 42 on Astro, and still got 4 hours and 13 minutes more out of it. So yeah, you see what I'm saying? It comes down to your play style. It literally comes down to your play style. And so, like I said before, this shouldn't be a deal breaker for a lot of people, right? All of these missing things shouldn't be a deal breaker, because this can be easily fixed. You see what I'm saying? With software update, especially with the whole 1440p situation. Backwards compatibility is probably going to be via the cloud with better server blades for PlayStation Now. So generally speaking, not really a huge deal breaker. The fact of the matter is the UI is 100% different, right? We got a new controller that basically revolutionized the way how we play video games in general, from a standard controller with the haptics, with the adaptive triggers, and we got USB-C now. So it's a lot of really, really cool things that I think will kind of get people hype and get people excited. But there are also some downsides with the PS5 as well. So just kind of just bear that in mind. Okay. Somebody said, check Twitter, please. And so with this being said, I think this is C Hendo. Basically, we're going to go ahead and dive right off into this one here. So in US Gamers review of PS5, Mike Williams notes that games downloaded to the PS5 were up to 8 times faster. Holy freaking cow. 8 times faster. This is a huge game changer. And once again, like I said, if you can bypass all the little negative nitty gritty stuff, this is huge. So the PlayStation 5 downloaded games 8 times faster. This is good. This is literally good. Okay. And so basically, and I'm going to go ahead and break this thing down. So Mike Williams notes that the games downloaded to the PS5 were up to 8 times faster to complete, transfer, and the same game on the PS4 Pro. So this is good. This is really, really good. A smaller game, right, with 6.58 gigabyte download was like 10 minutes and 42 seconds. On the PS4 Pro, it was slashed down by 80% to 1 minute and 58 on the PS5. So that's pretty good. So 10 minutes and 42 seconds on PS4 Pro with a smaller game, and 1 minute and 58 seconds on PS5. Bruh, that's pretty good. That's really good. That's a big W when it comes to transferring games and all of that type stuff, because this is basically like transferring and downloaded games and stuff like that. It's literally a lot quicker. And here's another thing, okay, is that the PlayStation 5 really have another perk, Wi-Fi 6. I know everybody does not have Wi-Fi 6. Yes, I get that. Not everybody have Wi-Fi 6, but hey, it's there. It's a future-proof system. So you buy the PS5, you have upgraded ports, upgraded built-in things, the SSD. There's no other SSD out on the market right now that's in the PS5, and you have Wi-Fi 6. So I bet you any money when it comes to downloading games, if you have a Wi-Fi 6 router, or, you know, and all that type of stuff, you will definitely benefit with better load times. And the fact that the transfer speeds are literally like night and day compared to the PlayStation 4 Pro, it's because of that SSD as well. So 1 minute and 58 seconds on PS5. That is pretty good, man. That is really, really, really good. Okay. Now for larger games, you know, they had a game called Lost Paradise, the PS4 Pro took its usual 58 minutes and 34 seconds to download a 36 gigabyte game, whereas the PS5 completed that in 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Holy frick. Do y'all hear me? 7 minutes compared to 58 minutes. Bro, that's a night and day difference. That's a big W. Holy freaking cow. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to downloading larger games, when it comes to transferring games back and forth. This is a big W. 7 minutes compared to 58 minutes. That's an hour. That's literally an hour. An hour and 34 seconds, almost an hour and 34 seconds on the PS4 Pro to literally download a much more larger game. And this game is 36 gigabyte and it took 7 minutes on the PS5. Man, bro, that's a huge improvement if you ask me when it comes to downloading stuff, especially like, let's say if I'm streaming, right, and you guys want me to download a game on the PS5, I don't have to sit here and wait a freaking hour. You guys are going to get freaking impatient. You guys are going to be like, what the heck is Marlon doing? Man, get off the freaking stream, dog. Go sit down somewhere. 7 minutes. 7 minutes versus 58 minutes. I don't know about y'all, but if y'all thinking that the PS5 is not a true generational leap over PS4, put the crack pipe down, okay? 7 minutes versus 58 minutes. Now, Phil with the 5 says, Marlon, keep up the great work, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and the support, man. Now, it says, Mike says, both were tested on a wired Ethernet connection. Of course, wired is better than wireless, even though the PS5 is going to have a much more stronger signal to your router. It's going to have a much more stronger signal because of that better antenna inside of it. It has Wi-Fi 6, so the range, you know what I'm saying, is going to be a lot stronger and everything like that. And you could be a little bit further away and still get a much more better connection. But this test that Mike did was literally Ethernet. So he plugged up the his PS5 via Ethernet, right, over the network, and he clocked about 756 Mbps, okay, and 900 Mbps up. So that's pretty good. That's like almost fiber internet. That's literally fiber internet. That's almost fiber internet. So you got 756 up and 939 up and then 756 down. That's pretty good. That's really, really good speeds. Very good news, guys. Shout outs to C Hendo for this one. Very good news. So if people telling you PS5 ain't worth it, as far as from a technical standpoint, as far as like, oh man, why are you getting rid of your PS4 Pro, or why are you getting rid of your PS? A huge leap. Huge leap. There's no reason for you not to upgrade. The only reason why I could say somebody can't upgrade right now is probably because of finances. But if the finances is not the reason, bro, please try to see if you can get a PS5 or a Series X. I mean, literally, both consoles are literally night and day difference when it comes to load times, when it comes to downloading stuff, transferring stuff. I mean, it's literally insane because of these SSD. Not only that, but because of the RDNA 2 architecture, the IO throughput, the Kraken, it's so much stuff that literally goes into this. And I know this is leaps and bounds ahead of what some people was actually thinking. So this is good, guys. A big file like that, 36 gigabyte, takes 7 minutes and 1 second. Now that's going to differ for people with lower internet connections, because let's say, for instance, like if you live in a rural area and you don't necessarily have solid connection and everything like that, your download speeds is probably going to differ here. But the fact that on a really, really good internet connection, you can download your games incredibly fast. Okay, so that's definitely a massive W, to say the least. Of course, Don't get me started on the load times when you die in a game and when you boot back up. You guys already know all those perks already. So that's more than enough reason for you to get a PS5. So don't get choked up on the reviews and all the negative stuff. Buy the PS5 if you're coming from the PS4. Some of y'all coming from PS3. I've seen some people message me and say, hey, they missed out on PS4. Great. It's great that you missed out on the PS4 because the PS5 is literally going to fill the gap that was missing with the PS4. That garbage freaking Jaguar CPU that was literally bottlenecking the performance, the full capabilities of the PS4. The Jaguar CPU was garbage. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that all the other stuff that really kind of bugs down the PS4. So yeah, I have people telling me they're coming from PS3. Huge leap. If you're coming from PS3, man, that's like a night and day difference. That's not even up for discussion. That's like years, light years. You're going to be light years thankful. It's like you're going to be in the future, like you're in the 3000 centuries when it comes to performance, when it comes to how the games look and how the games play. Now, if you're coming from a PS4 Pro, huge leap, huge gigantic leap forward. Mark Cerny wasn't lying when he was talking about all the differences when it comes to the PS5 and the PS4 architecture. I mean, all of this stuff, we're seeing it now. We're seeing it with downloads, transfer speeds. We're seeing it with how games load. This is really, really good stuff. Okay, so shout outs to the homie C Hendo for literally bringing that up here. KC Lion with the 5 says, just got a call from my local Best Buy confirming my PS5 appointment on November 12th. Let's go, man. Hey, let's get lit. Happy to hear that, man. Definitely happy to hear that. We also had another positive review. It says Sony's lightning fast next gen console is the best it's ever made. So a lot of other people is literally praising the PS5 and saying that literally it's the best that Sony has ever made. And look at this. Look at this monumental difference, because I know some people are saying that, wait a minute, like, yeah, the PS5 version of Miles Morales, you know, it don't look good at all. Like the PS5 version of Miles Morales looks like a PS4 game, and you know, like it just don't look right. The PS4 version looks better. Okay, for those people, the PS4 version is on the left, the PS5 version is on the right. So let's go ahead and show you guys really quickly here on what I'm actually talking. Hopefully my stuff can actually run smoothly here. Hold on just a second. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me show you guys. For those people who really want to see what I'm actually talking about here. So here it is. Now check this out. So on the left, look at this. On the left, that's PS4. On the right, that's PS5. Look at the difference. You see that? Look at that. Even the sign is different. Look at that. PS4. And PS4 don't look bad. PS5. Wow, man. Wow. You see that? It's like it looks so much better. Like it looks very crisp, very detailed. Y'all see that? The ray tracing. I mean, bro. Like look at that. You could see it. You could see it so much better. So much better. Nothing is wrong with the PS4 version, but you can see Miles Morales on PS5. You could see the improvements, the sign on the building, the billboards, everything just like pop and everything. And so, yeah, they're saying that the PS4 is on the left. So the PS4 is going to be on the left. The PS5 is on the right. Okay, so this is the PS5. This is the PS4. That's PS5. That's PS4. So yeah, now there's another testing as well that they did. Let me come down here. Look at this. As far as like here's how the load times on PS4 is versus PS5. Look at this. Look at that. That's the PS5 version, right? That's the PS4 version. Big difference. Literally big. Look how the attention to the detail, the draw distance, how everything just looks very crisp, very detailed. I mean, you can see the difference already. Miles diving already. That's the PS4. That's PS5. So much more detail. Literally 2 hours for the controller is nonsense. Look at Young Ye, his Twitter. He says 10 plus hours, and that rumor is for 2 hours is nonsense. Yeah, of course it is. People are always going to try to find a way to complain and all that type stuff. Look at this again. Once again, the visuals, PS4 versus PS5. That's the PS4, right? PS5. Look at that. Night and day difference. Look at the lighting. Are y'all paying attention to the lighting? That's PS5. Look at the lighting. Brings the city. Everything just looks so much more detail and everything. Big W, man. Nothing is wrong with the PS4 version. Make no mistake. But look at the Empire State Building. Look at the Empire State Building. Bruh. Like, the Empire State Building is bigger. See? So the environment actually changes on the PS5 version. The buildings are taller. Things pop out to you more and everything. If this is not a good enough reason for you to get the PS5, bro, I don't know what is over the PS4. I really don't know what is. Look at, that's the PS4 version. It does not look terrible, but look at the PS5 version. Big freaking difference. Big difference. Okay. Now, another thing right here, you swinging into buildings. Look at this. That's the PS4. That's PS5. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Says you got the first one backwards. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did because it was kind of awkward, but maybe I did. But hey, man, there you go. There you guys go on that front. There you guys go on that front. Also, I wanted to kind of highlight the reviews for Miles Morales. Like I said, I've been sitting on Miles Morales information for a while because everything was on the embargo, so I couldn't really say much. But yeah, this game, I highly recommend Miles Morales. I saw some exclusive footage that was shot on the game and everything like that. I mean, shot from the PS5 that was sent to me via Sony. Blown away, literally blown away by how the game looks and everything like that. Definitely a launch grabber here. And so with that being said, let's go ahead here, guys, and bleed over into our next part here, which we're going to be talking about Miles Morales reviews and everything like that, and the review scores and everything that everybody has to say. And so here it is right here on screen. 10 out of 10 games beat. EGM 10 out of 10. God is a Geek 9.5. 9.2 from COG Connect. US Gamer 9.0. 8.5 Millennium, IGN Italy 8.5, 8.5 Carol, and then we have 8.5 from Press Start Australia, 9.0 from IGN, Game Informer 9.0, PlayStation Universe 9.0, The Gamer 9.0, and we have True Gaming 9.0. Not sure if a Sony home console has ever had a better PlayStation launch game than Spider-Man Miles Morales. Games beat. And so there you guys go on that front, man. This is one of those things where I say this is huge. This is huge for a lot of people, and I think a lot of people should be excited and know what they're actually getting themselves into here. So all is not bad. All is not bad. There's definitely a lot of pluses, you know, about the PS5 over the PS4. That should be a main concern. Now, listen to this. So basically, the main story for Miles Morales is 7 to 10 hours, apparently. Now, with all the content, with all the optional content and missions and everything, they're saying 15 hours. According to Game Rant, they're saying 7 to 10 hours. So literally can beat this game one stream. Literally one stream, and you could beat this game. Okay, so 7 to 10 hours for the main story and 15 hours for like optional stuff. So if you want to do like optional, and mind you, this is not a full-fledged game any which way, right? This is one of those type of games that is a filler. I call it a filler type game, right? So yeah, so you're looking at 7 to 10 hours. I'm literally probably just gonna beat this out on launch day, like no cap. Probably just sit down and try to beat this game. To be honest with you, 7 to 10 hours, not bad. And of course 15 hours when you add in all the, you know, necessary stuff. And of course you have New Game Plus as well, so you know you can actually go back and actually play through it and everything like that. It says please take a look at the video tag Please do it. It said you're the best. Thank you so much, Suffolk. I'll take a look at that. Hopefully my connection does not take a hit. I'm trying not to watch too much videos on here because it does take away bandwidth. But yeah, that's not bad. That's literally not that bad. Now, in comparison to Spider-Man 2018, approximately 17 hours to complete, and you can literally go around 30 hours if you do like platinum trophies and everything like that. So definitely a huge step down because it's not a full-fledged sequel, you know what I'm saying, to Spider-Man 2018. So there you guys go on that front. It says people call it a DLC. Gears 5 main story is 10.5 hours. Exactly. I mean, they're saying 7 to 10 hours, and this is not a full-fledged game. So hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not crying about it. It is what it is. Not bad, not bad. It's a launch game. So do you have the PS5? No, I do not have the PS5. I'm still waiting to get my PS5. I contacted Sony earlier, and they said that they'll let me know if they're able to accommodate. But I do have my PS5 pre-order on lock. So I will be getting my PS5 regardless if they send it or not. Okay. So just wanted to highlight that. All right. Now, let's go on ahead here and move on to our next topic. Yes, I know we spend a lot of time talking about the PS5 reviews, and we really needed to go over that. And so hopefully you guys are happy with the reviews, and you know it's going to solidify your purchase and everything like that. So let's hope a lot of people are happy with their purchases and everything. So that's really cool to kind of highlight for everyone. All right, now I think that's all I needed to do was just pull it closer to me. That's all you had to do, Marlon. Just pull it closer to you. Let's talk about the medium. And this is definitely quite interesting to say the least, because this is a game that I was really wanting to play on the Series X. And so with that being said, the game is delayed. The medium is delayed. Thomas, thank you so much for that $1. So the medium is delayed until January 28, 2021. And so the team, basically Blooper team, said that because of COVID and all the stuff going on, lockdowns and all that type of stuff, they had to make the hard decision to delay the game. And this gives them more time to literally polish the game and get it better and everything like that. And they will be sharing a lot of stuff. And this is kind of sad because this was one of the Series X games and S game that I really wanted to try out on the I'm not on PS5. It's coming to PS5, by the way, but on the Series X, and it got delayed. It got delayed till January. Not a huge delay, but it got delayed till January and stuff like that. So, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Oh, you just ordered a PS5? That's dope, man. Happy to hear that. Hope you enjoy your purchase, man. Really, it's a huge leap over the PlayStation 4. Huge leap. Trust me. The UI, load times, I mean, transfer speed, download speeds, insane, literally insane. So just bear that in mind as well. Okay. So yes, medium is gone off the table. It's gone. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead here and talk about the backwards compatible games on the PS5. Okay. And I know this is another huge selling point for a lot of people. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't hit the like button. If you hit that like button, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love and the support, man. Let's hit that like button. I know you guys are enjoying the content and everything like that. So let's talk about the PS5 backwards compatibility games and everything. So Digital Foundry, I've watched them, and almost every game that they threw at the PS5, yeah, so much better. So much better. Games that are uncapped, ran at 60 FPS, no problems at all. Now there was like occasional like dips. I know there was some hiccups with Crysis running on PS5, but the majority of the games with uncapped FPS literally ran so much freaking better. And mind you, these games are running without a patch. A lot of these third-party games are running via backwards compatibility on PS5 without a patch. So the fact that the system itself boosts the games, the boost mode of the game and everything, I mean, of the PS5, the boost mode in the PS5, literally the architecture, the ability of the PS5, literally, you know, make those games look so much better, almost looking like a remastered version of set game. That's pretty dope. That's literally freaking dope. And so some of the comparisons that we've been hearing here, and it's a lot of people sitting here running with this notion and saying that, oh, PS5 is garbage and blah, blah, blah. These are old games that are not optimized, by the way. So Red Dead Redemption 2 on Series X is 1 minute and 4 seconds. Okay, that it loads in 1 minute and 4 seconds. On PS5, it's 1 minute and 5 seconds. 1 second difference. And people are losing their freaking mind. See, I told you, Mark Cerny lied about the SSD. He lied about the IO throughput. He lied about this. He lied, just trying to start a console war. 1 second, literally 1 second difference. And people are losing their freaking minds. Oh, he lied. He lied. Mark Cerny lied. He lied about the IO throughput. He lied about the SSD. Ah, sweet Christmas. The Itch with the 5 says, me personally, I think they delayed the game because of Cyberpunk 2077 launch at the same time. Well, yeah, it could be. That's what they were actually saying too. So it literally could be. But there's this, all of this stuff is literally unnecessary. And people sitting here complaining about 1 second difference. Then Final Fantasy 15, 48 seconds on the Series X, 1 minute and 10 seconds on PS5. Okay, that's a little difference there, right? But mind you, these games are not even optimized for these consoles. These are old games. Old games. 1 minute and 10 seconds is really fast. But people just want to make a big deal out of everything. Destiny 2, 42 seconds on Series X, 57 seconds on PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like these are older games. There's a lot of games that drop FPSs on Series X too. But of course, they don't want to talk about that. They want to start a console war over this nonsense. Like, come on. These games are not patched yet. And the fact that the PS5 is doing a great job keeping up higher FPSs in some cases than Series X on certain games. They want to point out the games that the PS5 is dropping FPS on. Old games now, not new optimized games or patched games for both systems. They want to point out the negative stuff and say, oh, I told you the PS5 is garbage. You don't even understand that the PS5 is trash. Yeah, calm down, buddy. Okay. Now, Monster Hunter World, 35 seconds on Series X, 51 seconds on the PlayStation 5. Arkham Knight on the Series X is 58 seconds, 1 minute and 7 seconds on the PlayStation 5. And so, like I said before, not really a huge deal breaker, but hey, most of these games are within a minute or seconds away from loading. So I don't understand what people are really trying to say here. And of course, like I said before, they want to find something to complain about. That's all it is. They want to find something to complain about. Like I said before, Microsoft went to the extent to put extra detail on backwards compatible games. They put in like 500,000 plus hours into backwards compatibility testing for all these, for 4th generation of Xbox. So yeah, obviously some of these games are probably going to load faster, or they're probably going to run at a little bit higher FPS. You know, Sony too. Sony did some testings too. You see what I'm saying? But Sony did say that at first, only the first 100 games or a certain 100 amount of games are going to really take full advantage of the PS5. So a lot of these games are not even fully optimized for the PS5, and people are sitting here losing their freaking mind, going crazy, jumping off the fence, doing backflips and cartwheels and all that, and losing their freaking minds. Like, it's not that serious. Calm down, people. Calm down. It's old games. Now, let's go ahead here. Now that we got that part out the way, of course, Digital Foundry praised the PS5 when it comes to backwards compatibility, praised the PS5 and said that it's literally a true next generational leap as far as the architecture, as far as the graphics, as far as how it handles backwards compatibility games. Like, this is good stuff. This is really, really good stuff. Okay. It says, hey Marlon, remember Xbox Series X was advertised as a backwards compatible box, so it's better do better. Of course. Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Microsoft really went to the extreme to make sure that they test and do a lot of research on backwards compatible stuff. HD. Oh, nice. I got you, bro. I got you. I'll tweet that out later. I'll tweet that out. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, man. You know, I ain't going to say your name, but you know, appreciate the love. All right, Marcus, thank you so much for the 5, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But that's how people is, man. That's how people is. They always try to find something to sit there and complain about. But like I said, it is what it is. Now, as far as everything else is concerned, we're going to be going over the Series X stuff. And here's where the table is going to be turning for a lot of people. And even I was on the fence when it comes to the Series X stuff and the S and everything like that. And so obviously there are some really cool reviews that I've seen when it comes to the S version of the game. S version of the game, the S version of the series consoles. And basically a lot of people are saying that it offers a great value for $300. The only downside is that it's still running Xbox One backwards compatible games and not One X backwards compatible games. And the fact that it's bottlenecking by the storage, like you only have limited storage and you're going to have to shell out $220 for that Seagate. But other than that, basically positive stuff on the Series S. Now, the Series X, and here's the interesting part about it. And so for some of the reviews, we're hearing that people are saying that the Series X feels like a much more powerful Xbox One. So they're saying like basically Series X, 1X, basically like a 1X, beefier version of the 1X. Basically, that's what they're saying. The same UI. There's really nothing to really showcase all that power and all that type of stuff. So yeah, a lot of people are saying that, oh, it's not necessary, you know, right now for you to buy a Series X or an S, because there's literally no launch games right now that you're going to be so invested in or so engraved in that you're literally excited about. And so Jason Schreier as well, he said that the Series X is sleek, minimal, loading screens, 0 games that can't be played on other platforms. So he's saying that there's 0 games that can't be played on other platforms. So you could play all them other games, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, all these other games on other consoles. But he's saying that Assassin's Creed Valhalla is 60 FPS on Series X, right? And that's cool and all, but that shouldn't be the only reason why you're buying one. So you can literally hold off on buying one. So it's just a lot of little mixed bag things here and there when it comes to the Series X. But like I said, overall, we already know what the main issue is. The main issue is that, hey, no launch games. That's up, just to be upfront, no launch games. Now, if there was Halo out there, if there was like other games out there, like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 games out there, then cool. But there's really not a lot of games right now. There's no games, not a lot of games, except for older games that you're going to be playing on. Now, I'm looking forward into playing back Gears 5 again with the enhancements. I'm looking forward to seeing how Forza Horizon 4 looks like. And I'm looking forward to playing third-party games on it if I get them in for review, which we do have Dirt 5, which I'm going to be playing on the Series X for you guys, so you can see the difference and all that type stuff, right? So I did get the review copy, and if I had my Series X early, I could have did the review right here and then for you guys live. But hey, I digress. Now let's go ahead here, guys, and we're going to be talking about Walmart with the whole PS5 shebang. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We're going to be talking about Walmart here because we do know that Walmart, for a lot of people who don't know, Walmart literally put out times on, you know, launch day on when they're going to be doing the PS5 pre-orders and everything. But that's not what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about something that was sent to me, and I wanted to kind of share it with you guys because this is just kind of basically reconfirming everything that's literally been going on here. And so basically this is via Walmart. Attention customers, the new PlayStation 5 console is only available for online purchase with ship to home delivery. That's the only way you're going to get the PS5. I repeat, via Walmart. This was sent to me. Attention customers, the PS5, the new PS5 console is only available for online purchase, which you guys know, but with home delivery. So they don't want you at their freaking store picking anything up for the PlayStation 5, which is kind of interesting to say the least. Now, when you go over to the Series X portion, it says, attention customers, the new Xbox Series X and S consoles are only available for online purchase with pickup in store. There are no consoles available for in-store purchase on launch. So apparently you can buy the Series X online and you can pick it up in store, but the PS5, you can't do that. You can only do home delivery. Wow. So I'm guessing because Walmart probably already knows that the demand for the PS5 is a lot more than the Series X. That's a doggone shame. So they're saying you can buy the Series X online and pick it up in store. So that simply means they already know that it's not going to be a huge flux of people running in to Walmart to try to buy those Series X. A lot of them, they're going to be, rushing in and all that. They're trying to avoid that. So they're saying, nope, we don't want nobody buying no PS5 come in our store to pick it up. We want you to ship it to your house. Okay, so that's something that's exclusive that I tweeted about earlier today that I think a lot of people don't generally know when it comes to how they're really going to be handling this. So you pick your store, and this is going to avoid bots. So you pick your store, whichever store. And let me tell you something right now. Pick a store that is far away from congested areas. That's going to be your best bet. If you're going to go with Walmart, your best bets are Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Stay away from GameStop. Stay away from Amazon. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because your chances of getting anything on Amazon is gonna be slim to none. You know why? Because of freaking bots. Freaking bots. Okay, they're gonna have their bots ready, okay, on Amazon. All right, they're gonna have their bots ready on GameStop when it comes to their online, because GameStop is not gonna be doing any camping, right? So you're gonna be at the mercy of GameStop online, and their online is trash. Amazon is going to probably crash as well. So your three best bet is going to be number one, Target, Walmart, and Best Buy. And the reason why I say Target, because Target seems like they're going to have a lot more on hand versus everybody else. So I'm telling you right now, I'm letting you know right now, PS5, you will not be able to pick it up in store, or you will be able to drive up there to do no curbside pickup. It's going to be home delivery only. So rivet that down in your head. Don't forget it. If you're going to buy a Series X online, you will be able to pick it up in store. So that's the differences there. That's kind of really odd, but that's how Walmart is doing it, because they know the demand for the PS5 is a lot more than the Xbox Series X. So all the best to everybody that is going out there to try to find a system at launch. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Okay. Now, there is something that I wanted to kind of share with you guys now, and this is quite odd. So you guys remember PT? Do you guys remember PT? And of course, PT was supposed to be that game that literally just blow us away, right? But Kojima couldn't get to finish it because the whole Konami situation. Konami, right? And then that whole thing just kind of fell through the floor. Well, apparently PT was briefly playable on the PlayStation 5. So reviewers was able to get PT playing on the PlayStation 5 via PS4 backwards compatibility, considering that we already got word that it wasn't going to work. It worked for a little bit and then it stopped working. So I don't know what happened there, but it was working and then it stopped working. I literally cannot wait for Silent Hill. They're saying, rumors are saying that we're supposed to be getting it, I think maybe during the Game Awards or something like that. So can't wait for more information on Silent Hill remake. Hopefully it happens. Again, I'm not going to get too excited or too deep into that situation, but they said PT was actually playable on the PlayStation 5, even though we got word from Jump Street that it was not going to be playable. Yeah, it was playable briefly. So bravo to those people that got it to freaking work. Bravo to those people that got PT to work. And I heard a while back that if you had PT on the PS or PS4 on your hard drive, that it was worth a lot of money if you sell the PS4 with PT on there. I don't even think it's worth that much now, but back then the demo was kind of scarce and a lot of people didn't download it. And so, yeah, it was actually a big deal back then. But yeah, just wanted to highlight this for you guys as well. Okay, now let's talk about something here. Now we're at the tail end now with this conversation, and like I said, a lot of people really want to start a console war, and my whole thing is this: stop the console war, find a game that you want, find a system that you want, and play it and be happy. Some of us are too old to do console wars, and some of the things that they're doing is they're clipping Digital Foundry's breakdown of, you know, different games, older games. Oh, look at the Series X version. Oh, it's 60. Look at the PS5 version. It's 38 frames per second. Like, seriously. Oh, PS5 doesn't have quick resume. Seriously. Like, who freaking cares? These are old freaking games that a lot of people are not probably going to play. You see what I'm saying? People that want to go back on PS4 games are probably going to play God of War. They're going to probably play Ghost of Tsushima, the more well-optimized games for the console. Days Gone, all those type of games. Most of them old games from like 2010 and 2009. All these older games, nobody cares about them old games. Some of these games from 2013, like third-party stuff, nobody cares about most of them. You see what I'm saying? They're going to focus on a lot of things that are really important to them. So this is why I say the console war stuff needs to stop. The whole narrative needs to stop. Just play games, not freaking corporations. Play games, not freaking resolution. Play games and not freaking ray tracing and all this other stuff that everybody seems to be complaining about. You know what? We should be thankful that we're getting two consoles. We're getting two next-gen consoles at freaking launch. We should be happy, not this whole crap about, oh, you know what, the PS5 it just can't run Assassin's Creed Brotherhood at 60 FPS. Dog, who cares, man? Who simply cares? You just sitting here and you whining and you complaining like a schoolgirl. Like, seriously, bro. Like, it's not even that. Now, if it was games that were built from the ground up for each console, then that's fine. But you're sitting here and you tooting your horn and you want to be seen and you're jumping like it's a cheerleading contest. No, it's not. Just simply calm down, take a chill pill, and take it easy. All right, we're all gamers. At least I assume that you're a gamer. Now, if you're not a gamer and you're just a little fangirl or a fanboy, then that's on you personally. There's nothing wrong with liking another console more than the other. But I mean, come on, man. Don't write something on your head saying, oh, I'm a Sony fanboy and I'm blinded by everything. Or I'm an Xbox fanboy and I'm just blind by everything. Come on, man. See, I call out all the defective things. I love PlayStation more than Xbox. Okay, because they have just games that appeal to me more. I love Nintendo more than Xbox because they just have games that appeals to me. You see what I'm saying? From a childhood standpoint. Okay, and that's never going to change. But at the same time, you see how I am. I get very critical with Sony. I said there's a lot of downsides to the PS5. It's not perfect. Some of these fanboys, oh, the PS5 is perfect. It's not. It's not perfect. I'm not fixing to sell you on a console that I know that's not perfect. It's my job. It's my duty to sit in this chair and be real with you guys and not sit here and fluff y'all up into thinking, oh, the hype is real. Oh, the PS5 is all perfect and it's all unicorns and rainbow. Oh, and then when you get the console, you're like, dang, Marlon couldn't even tell me that. You know, I couldn't expand the storage at launch. That 1440p is not supported. You know what I'm saying? That's my job. That's my job to make sure I steer you guys in the right direction. I'm responsible for you guys as far as this information goes. That's why I got to buckle down and do a good job for you guys. I can't be sitting here slacking off. I can't be sitting here wasting time. I got to keep it real with you guys, man. I can't sit here and be fake. There's not a fake bone inside of me. I have to keep it real because you guys are going to be the one that is going to be taking your money, your hard-earned money that you got to wake up out of your bed every single day and spend. You're going to be spending your hard-earned money. So you doggone right. I don't care about anybody. I don't care about IGN. I don't care about any other YouTuber that's going to sit there and lie to you. I'm going to keep it real with you. Yes, it's very apparent that I love Sony more than Xbox, and I love Nintendo more than Xbox, right? It's a love and hate relationship between me and Microsoft because there's not really a lot of games that really appeal to me. Gears 5, love Gears 5. Huge Gears of War fan. Love Halo. Love Forza Horizon. You know what I'm saying? There's a few games with Xbox that really appeals to me. When Microsoft is doing something good, I praise them. But if you're going to be a fanboy, seriously, grow the freak up. Stop being blinded by these corporations. People will respect you more if you stand for something rather than falling for anything. And a lot of these people, they're falling for freaking anything. Wake up. 2020 is about to go out. Why the heck are we sitting here, right, with our heads under our behinds and not realizing that, look, when a company is slipping up, you need to let them know that they're slipping up. You need to let them know, like, hey, man, this is not freaking cool. But one thing I'm not going to do for the people who subscribe to my channel, for the people who come here, I'm not going to waste you guys' time. I'm not fixing to sit here. And like I said, donations are optional. You guys can donate if you want. But the fact that you guys are here every single day, I just want to tell you right now from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. And I don't take that for granted. You don't see me out here bragging and boasting about what I have. I appreciate y'all. Because a lot of the things that people do for you, take the time out of their day to come here, you can't get that back. You can't get that time that you spend back. So when people take the time out of their day to come and listen to you, just give them, serve them right. Because that's what I'm doing every single day. I'm serving you guys. You see what I'm saying? I'm not fixing to sit here and act like I'm high and mighty and I'm better than everybody else. No, I'm not. I bleed the same just like y'all. You see what I'm saying? I function just the same way like y'all. I just work hard. That's all. I'm just a regular person like y'all. I'm not some white knight. I'm not. So the fanboy stuff, we're going over into a new year. It needs to stop. Stop taking clips from people's work and posting it up on Twitter and beating your chest like you King Kong. Stop it before it's too late. Okay? Stop wasting energy comparing console. Oh, this one, this and that. It's okay to do like legit comparisons, but doing all this, oh, this frame rate is lower than this. This is an old freaking game, dog. Seriously? And it's only going to get worse. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's only going to get worse when the games that are built from the ground up for both consoles comes out. And there's some sort of edge on the Series X version over the PS5 version. You're going to hear these fanboys and fangirls. Oh, see, I told you that 12T flop is way better than that 10.23. Who cares? It comes down to the game. It comes down to the experience. It's not all about freaking graphics. Stop focusing on graphics. Maybe if you stop focusing on graphics and T-flops, then you can appreciate a game for what it really is, because there's so much more to a game versus freaking T-flops versus freaking graphics. Oh, look at, see. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Wait until them Series X games start coming out. And if they have a slight edge over PS5, they're going to be throwing that in people's face. Who cares? Seriously, grow up. Stop being a girl child and grow up. Okay? Be a man. Pull your big boy pants up and be a man and represent gaming if you really want to. And stop playing games with people's time frame. That's one thing with me. I don't give a doggone. I don't even freaking care. I speak my mouth. I talk the way I talk because I want to keep it real with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, off the rip. I really do. You see what I'm saying? And let you guys know who I am as a person, because the same way how I act on camera, that's the same way how I act in person. I'm not different. I'm not any different at all. Okay? So what you see is what you get with me. So I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for taking the time out of y'all day. Can't even talk right now. Appreciate y'all for taking the time out of y'all day to come here today and listen to me talk for 2 hours every single day. I appreciate y'all, man. One love and God bless to each and every one of you guys. Y'all have families. Y'all have other things y'all need to be doing, and y'all come here every single day. And like I said, even if I don't get a dime from anybody, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, the money helps because it's my full-time job. This is how I feed me. This is how I take care of the team. This is how I take care of the family. Okay? And I appreciate you guys. All right? Make no mistake about that. And I'm never going to take that for granted. Okay? So I love y'all. All right. So y'all be blessed, man. Y'all be easy. And I just had to get it off my chest. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep it real with you guys because, look, man, life is short. And I'm not fixing to sit here and waste my time and have you guys think that, you know, this is some sort of like unicorns and rainbow show. It's not. It's a lot of hard work that goes into this show every single day. So I appreciate y'all. All right. Let me see some of the comments and information that you guys are sharing here. It says some reviewers say PS5 does not have quick resume feature. I mean, it's not a major thing because I've seen somebody was able to switch back and forth out of games and it basically restart the game instead of going back to a certain checkpoint. So it's not really a major L. I'm pretty sure Sony can patch that, you know, in and everything like that. After such a crap year last year, terrible year this year, they're so desperate and really desperate. Yeah, of course they're desperate, bro. That's all they freaking do. They just being desperate. Knights 50 says, one love, bro. Keep up the good info and epic shows. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep doing that for you guys, man. King Mo, Wakanda forever. Wakanda is always forever, man. Appreciate the love and the support, y'all. Plans for Christmas on the channel. I'm just going to keep grinding, keep making content around the PS5, keep streaming content for the, you know, around the PS5 for you guys, and do more reviews, you know, more live streams. Just try to evolve the channel, stream at a much more better quality. As you guys can see, today's stream was a success at 1080p 60, and I want to kind of keep that. Of course, every day, who knows what can happen, but I at least want to be a better person every single day. You know, try to give you guys better content every single day because I appreciate you guys. Okay, so one love and God bless. I will take a look at that video after out of the stream because the video is going to bug down the bandwidth of my internet. It's just until I move, man. It's just until I move. But I love you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And I will catch you guys Sunday. I'll be off Saturday unless something major happens and I have to stream on a Saturday and everything. But a lot of you guys know that Saturday is normally my day off. And then Sunday, I'll be back on the grind again. So I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much for listening to me today. And I appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch the show. All right. Appreciate y'all. So humble, so thankful. Thank y'all so much. Hit that like button if you did enjoy the content. Share this out and tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel. One love and God bless. Peace. Take care, guys, and keep it gaming. All right. Keep it gaming.